How you doing? I'm DLS Jr. with I Am Reunion. Right now, you tuned in to Passwords. Hello, thank you for joining tonight. This is Passwords, and today the password is sacrifice. The password is sacrifice. Sacrifice, an act of giving up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy. Again, we're talking about sacrifice. Sacrifice, an act of giving up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy. All right, let's kind of get into this. A lot of people say that we making sacrifices, we doing this and we doing that, but we want to be balanced in what we calling a sacrifice. Because as you can see, it says a sacrifice is an act of giving up something valued. In order to make a sacrifice, you have to have something that is valuable. You know, you have to have something that is valuable. So what you doing is, with your sacrifice, you giving up something that is valuable, right? You know, and for something else, regarded as more important or worthy. Sometimes, just say if you have a car, you know, your car might be paid off. Maybe you want a newer model. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna sacrifice your old car, you know, and if you're not paying cash, get back into debt with another car. So informed, that will be a sacrifice that you're making, because you're giving up something of value for something that you perceive to be more important or more valuable. All right, what we're going to do right now, we're going to go to the Word of God. I'm reading, I believe it's the King James Version. I'm in Proverbs 21:3. It says, to do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. So what we're talking about, honesty. We're talking about just being a righteous person. So in Proverbs 21:3, it says, to do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. God said, look, if you just be right and just be just, then, you know, that's better than you making a sacrifice, right? So let's look at the word sacrifice again. You know, some people say, well, I sacrifice for my kids, I sacrifice for this, but did you really sacrifice, or was you being good and just? So it's very deep as you explore the Word of God, and especially Proverbs. Proverbs is Proverbs of wisdom and teachings, right? So again, in Proverbs 21:3, it says, to do what is right and just is more acceptable, right, to the Lord than the sacrifice. And when we look at sacrifices, we look at, you know, people that made sacrifices, you know, in the Bible, you know, one being Jesus. Jesus made a sacrifice. Jesus gave his life that we may obtain life, right? Jesus gave his life that we may obtain life and have life to the fullest measure. You know, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but you know, that so that really was a sacrifice, right? That's the true sacrifice. So as we go through life, we have to understand, you know, sometimes what we call a sacrifice is just being true and just being true and just, and being honest and righteous. That's not a sacrifice. That's our duty as a person that want to live an abundance life on today. All right. So if you want to live an abundance life, let's understand and understand the meaning of the word sacrifice, and not just come up with all these many sacrifices. I sacrificed this, I sacrificed that. No, you was just and good, and you was righteous by doing what you're doing, helping our people, feeding people, you know, doing things to help enhance somebody else's life. That's you just being good and righteous. You know, that's not the ultimate sacrifice, you know. So the ultimate sacrifice is us just giving our life to live righteous, right? To be honest and to be just. All right. I'm Deadless Jr. I am Reunion. And that concludes Password for today. Thank you for joining on today. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. Yeah, we way past rich. You know, we wealthy. Because Jesus gave his life in blood.